Okay, today we're doing SSAT prep questions and today we're doing SSAT prep questions, and this example is a plugging in question. We know that because there's no actual numbers, like values in this question. It just says the price of a suit is reduced by half, then the resulting price is reduced by 10%. The final price is what percent of the original price. So we like these questions because we can pick any value we want and plug it into the question, and we'll quickly get our answer. So I'm going to use $100 for the suit. It's a great number to use, especially when you're working with percentages. So we know the first part is the price of the suit is reduced by half. So half of 100 is 50, which leaves me with $50. And then the resulting price is reduced by 10%. So $50 was reduced by 10%. 10% of 50 is 5. So we end up with 50 minus 5 equals 45 as our final price. The question is, the final price is what percent of the original. So we take the new over the old. We're lucky that it's over 100 because that was our starting price, which gives us 0.45 or 45%. And so our answer on this one is E. Okay, so this is another plugging in question. Again, we don't have any actual values. This is all just words in this question, and these ones can seem a bit confusing, but if we plug in values, it can be a lot easier. So M is an even integer, N is an odd integer, and P is the product. Remember, P is M times N. An integer can be any negative or positive value, including 0, but it's not going to be a decimal or a fraction. So when we look at our answers, we can see we have all these different values, and we want to know which of the following is always true. So let's pick some values for these. I'm going to pick really easy ones. I'm going to pick 2 for M and 3 for an odd. So in this case, the product would be 2 times 3 equals 6. And let's see which ones of these are true. P is a fraction. No, it definitely is not. P is an odd integer. No, we see P is even at 6, so that's wrong. P is divisible by 2. Okay, that's true in our example. P is between M and N, so 2 is greater than both 2 and 3, or M and N, so that is wrong. And P is greater than 0. So in this case, P is greater than 0. So we want to know which one of these is always true. We could always try a different answer or different values. So I'm going to change colors, and I'm going to say, instead of these, I'm going to pick 4 and -1, because that's an odd integer. If I were to multiply those together, I get -4, in which case it's still divisible by 2, but it's not greater than 0. So therefore, C is always true. See how plugging in made that question that was a lot of words and a lot of terms that we may forget sometimes. It made it a lot easier to solve just with clear examples.